Danny is wanting and pleading to get more players in. Hello and welcome to this video. I hope you're all doing well and just trying to enjoy the best of everything you can do. The weekend wasn't great due to the result and other things that has happened as well, and it going into it this week, it can be very difficult to get things sorted and trying to find the positive in a lot of things. But it's third week of the window, and Danny's made it very clear he needs people in now. Now, for me, he got to sort out the midfield. The midfielder is an issue. We keep going after midfielder. We keep losing out to other clubs. It looks like the latest club we're going to lose out to is Pompey, with that Mile Peter lad going there. It looks like we were up for him. Peter Harris. It looks like we were up for him. QPR were up for him, and they've missed out on him as well. And it's not great. But Danny said that at the end of the commentary game, he turned around and said that he makes no secret we need help in the transfer window. We need to get players in. He went on to say, we've shown we can win as a team, but some teams have some players that we can almost alone. They can decide games in the room. These moments are what we're looking for. But it's always about the team. Until the last 10, 12 games, we've done well as a team. But I know this was a high level on our side, always playing at 100% and more. It means a lot coming to games, and you have to invest that. Maybe we bring in some players and some of what we need. It's always good to have players who can help you in these situations. Individual and mentality is important, but this is the thing. We've had very close to get things done. And he said that it's always challenging. We are in a situation we have to convince the player. You had the chance to take something, chances open, the next minute the chances close. It's about timing. This is what we're trying to do. It's not easy. The last week I have felt it. You can do a list. You can have a clear idea what you want, and it's not always you wish. You must always have a solution for these things. I will try with the club. We hope to get players we want. We invested, We invested a lot from my side. We have turned the mindset of the club going into game from last week, went into Southampton. We do everything we can. It's also having the players we are looking forward, but it's also having a good team performance. There are a lot of talks. Sometimes feel they are getting somewhere, and then sometimes it happens. It's not about feeling and the end result getting someone in. I will try again and again and again, and hopefully we'll get someone. He sounds very, very frustrated that targets are not coming for whatever reason. A lot of it could be down to the position we're in. A lot of players don't want to be in a relegation dogfight. That's probably why the Pompey secured the Brentford lad. He got a chance to go and get a promotion on his CV with them. They're in a fantastic position. You look at the whole situation with Marvin Johnson. I made a video about it yesterday. Marvin Johnson could still go, and we need to make sure we got replacements ready just in case he does go. And we've done it once already where we let Backinson go. Granted, I know Backinson isn't great. Hasn't been great for us in Lancashire. But at the same time, we've let him go without getting the midfielder in. And that's the issue. And it sounds like last week we had 2 players set to come in. And each time, the 2 players has then changed their minds. It's obviously 2 players we're wanting to bring in. I'm guessing it's a midfielder and a left back. And the midfield, we are very light. We are very, very light indeed. We don't have that player who can press at people. And it could be interesting to see what happens. I've seen a lot of people say about Fletcher, send Fletcher back. And he probably did get team selection wrong at the weekend, playing Fletcher. I thought you could have played the new lad or played Bailey again. I do understand about him wanting to rotate it and not put too much pressure on Bailey's shoulders. I thought Bailey presses a lot better than Fletcher does. Fletcher's good at making the face, but I don't think he's great at pressing, which we're good at. And that's what Bailey can do. Need players in this week. This is a big week in terms of the transfer market. Kind of thing. We've got a cup game, so no league game for us, so that's okay. We'll see what happens there. We got to get players in. This week has got to have players in. End of story. You get players in, you sort it, and hopefully you get the right players in. That's the other thing. You get the right players to come in and do well. And you hope they're not loans, but you'll see what happens. It's gonna be an interesting week because we can't afford to have more people get missed out on. That's what Mates is saying. We can't afford to miss out on more people, and we need to massively get players in and get them in soon. You ideally want them in by Wednesday, ideally, and you'll see what happens. And then you've got the whole situation of, well, that our pitch looks dreadful. It just doesn't look great. That pitch has gotten worse. There's not time of year, frost, wet weather, but that pitch does not look great. So we'll see what happens there as well. But Danny's frustrated. You can tell he's very, very frustrated. And it's that situation where you can tell he's trying his best to get the players in, and he's trying to make sure they can get it all sorted. The issue is that if you're going to try and get the players in, you've got to convince them. You've got to convince them. And a lot of players don't want to go into a relegation fight. Especially young players. They don't want to go into a relegation fight. And it's a difficult position. If we were a couple of places above that, you'd probably get players in a lot more. I think that's why Huddersfield and Plymouth have all been able to get good players in. They're out of that scrap to a point. So they're not in it and dragged in it. A lot of players, it takes some convincing. And it's going to be interesting to see how we get on. It'll be difficult, but we'll see how we get on. But hey, that's where we're at. We need players in this week. Ideally a midfielder, a left back. You kind of want two midfielders, to be fair. You want a midfielder and an attacking mid. I am doing a live stream tonight. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I much appreciate it. Like and help the algorithm. Sharing gets in front of people's faces. And subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. And I will see you in the next one. But Wednesday needs players in ASAP. And Danny knows this. And Danny, like I said, he's going to try best to get players in. Hopefully we get some movement this week because we need it. But long week ahead, I feel.